episode 14 of Down Le Cheezehole.
Welcome.
Are we doing a public radio sort of thing here?
I thought a soothing voice would maybe bring in the older demographic that we've been struggling to get with our dumb humor.
Warm and comforting on these cold days.
More WXPR-ish.
I can't handle this.
Well, then let's get into the real
right.
stuff. An Appleton guy was sentenced to 14 years for a robbery that he committed because he just decided he was going to try something new.
This is a fantastic story.
Please.
This is an Appleton?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you know about it?
He went into a credit union, fully armed, masked up, hood, covering his face, everything. At gunpoint, he robbed the credit union for about 10 grand and got caught about a block running away.
Just running.
And his reasoning for doing it is just, as Jeff said, he just wanted to try something new today.
When I'm going through things in my head of like that I haven't done, that isn't one that I've ever cycled through. Something tells me Eric probably has because he's just got the look.
How would you get away with it, Eric?
I wouldn't. I'd be worse.
This
than
guy
that
only got a block.
I might get half a block.
Do you guys remember? None of you probably lived here, and you were probably too young because you were the only one who lived here. But guys robbed a couple of local banks by snowmobile. About 20 years ago. Yeah.
And
I think they
it's
got
actually
away
not a
with
bad
it.
plan. Yeah, I mean that's
I don't know
heck
that they
of an
were ever
escape
caught.
route.
Yeah, it was like 20 years ago.
Oh, Tim's got some ideas.
Yeah.
Somebody robbed, I think it was the Saint Germain Bank. And I want to say it was two banks. It was either just Saint Germain or it might have been two. And I want to say they got away with it. I don't think they were ever caught.
Huh.
Robbing a bank by snowmobile.
That's just really, honestly, a pretty good plan. You're not prepared to chase someone down on a snowmobile. I mean, that's not something you think you need to be covered for.
But not, and a lot harder to describe, too.
Yeah.
It was green, black, and he had a helmet on.
How long ago was this?
I'm going to say it's probably 20 years ago. I honestly don't remember. Are you finding anything or no?
I'm not finding anything.
That's cool.
It was Northern Wisconsin bank robbery by snowmobile. Would be what I would Google.
And Andy, I'm not considering this because I don't think my 1982 300 Enticer could quite make the getaway these days.
And it's a little more identifiable.
It
is.
Yep.
He was on like an antique-looking snowmobile.
Really small, blue.
The robber was small or the snowmobile?
Both.
Well, yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. Since we're talking about crimes, how about there was a Wisconsin woman who was charged for murder, and she used Bitcoin as the payoff? And I don't understand Bitcoin
Well,
anyway.
she's very hip, I guess.
I was going to I don't know what a Bitcoin is. I don't understand it.
No, we're not going to know. We're not
let's
going
not
to
go down this.
Okay.
People have explained it to me, and they can't explain it because they don't know. They act like
So
they
it's
know,
not
but they
just
don't.
me then.
No human knows what a Bitcoin is. Anybody who pretends they do is lying.
But yet it's worth something.
Oh, they're worth a
Apparently-
lot now.
yeah.
It skyrocketed because of Tesla just bought 1.5.
Is it an
billion.
actual coin?
No, it's
No.
not physical.
No, it
It's
used to be.
It's cryptocurrency.
But
no,
it used to-
there's
It was
no-
never physical.
No, it's always been.
I thought that Ronnie Guttins had a physical
Guttins.
coin.
Now it's on the docket.
Yep.
Jeff, I don't know.
He had a physical coin with
Yeah.
the crypto address on it, but it wasn't. It's not a physical coin. It's
okay.
not like a quarter.
Don't f***ing shake
not
your
going-
head at me like that.
I'm not gonna go down this path with you guys.
Well, but Guttins had a coin.
So I guess, Eric, I just have one more question.
Yes, there was a physical coin, but it wasn't.
But it was just his
Yeah.
crypto address of where he kept his fake coins.
So
Sure.
I have just one question then. If I wanted, let's say, 7 Bitcoins.
Ooh, you'd be working at a lot of money right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. One then. I don't know. What,
$43,000
if
or
I,
something like that right
it's
now.
just dumb. Besides the point here. But if I, how do you just you send money to somewhere and what do you get in return?
The address for them,
you
right?
get
the password
you get
to them?
there's it's like a hashed, address. I mean, you essentially just have
A website.
no, it's not a website.
Am I
don't even know how to
hashtagging?
explain this. Yeah, you're hashtagging. Yes, you're hashtagging. There you go.
For
Okay, so
43
you
grand.
get this address to where your Bitcoin lives.
I thought we weren't going down this path.
Okay, no,
I
because
need
you're
to.
acting like you know it all. So
No,
here we
I
go.
don't know it
Game
all,
on.
but I'm not
Game
gonna.
on.
I'm not gonna try and explain it.
Game on. Nope. Explain this to us. So you've got this address where your little Bitcoins live.
It's like going to the bank and you have pesos and you want to convert them into U.S. dollars.
It's not like that because they actually give me money then.
No, but
Not all the
okay,
time.
Okay, to Eric's point, your money doesn't truly exist until
How
they
much
hand
money
it to
do you physically have in your wallet right now compared to
$51.
what you imaginarily have? You know, like
Well,
in
it's
your
not
bank-
imaginarily. It's in the bank.
Is that even a word? I don't even
No,
know.
you
No.
made it one.
I made it one.
But I think
I'm just saying, but it's
to
not
Eric's point-
physically in your presence.
To Eric's point,
Andy's
you have
just
$1,000
taking
in your
this all
checking
in.
account,
Sure.
but you physically don't hold that $1,000.
Exactly.
The bank does.
Right.
Okay.
The only
Could you liken it instead to stocks?
Okay. I don't really know.
We're
I mean,
bringing in a Bitcoin expert because we
Yeah,
went
no,
down this
we
road.
can-
Yeah,
maybe
I mean,
we can
come back
line
to
one
this.
up for an
I've bought
interview.
Bitcoin a handful of times a long time ago, and I haven't done it in recent memory because it's so ungodly.
Are they like
expensive.
Pogs? Do you trade them?
But go backwards. Didn't I just see that Snoop Dogg released like a cryptocurrency?
He might have.
It was called like a doggy coin.
Oh God.
I'm not even joking. It's
Well-
like DOGECOIN. Doggy coin.
While Eric's looking that up, I'll just say that this Wisconsin woman,
Yeah, sorry.
37-year-old Kelly Harper of Columbus, used a murder for hire site on the dark web.
How do you get
Another
on the
question.
dark
Yeah,
web?
thank you.
Okay.
How do you?
What is?
all these
You just
questions?
Google dark web.
To set up the death of an unnamed Sun Prairie man from late October through late December. And I'm not sure. It looks like Harper provided the man's height, weight, eye color, cell phone number, and photos of his vehicle, and also a screenshot of a Bitcoin wallet with a value of about $5,600.
$5,600 is all it costs now to take somebody out.
That's
Yeah,
not
but
even
that's
full
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yeah,
though.
that's a quarter of a Bitcoin.
Oh boy.
No, it's like
Not
an eighth
quarters.
of a Bitcoin.
It's
Didn't you say they're 40 grand?
43 something.
It's like 1/9 of a Bitcoin. Did you find? Is there a doggy
Yeah,
coin?
that's what it is. But
Is
it
it-
doesn't look like it was created by him. It looks like
He likes.
he like backed it or something. He
Could
bought
down
it.
the Cheezehole start our own currency?
I believe a cheesy.
I'm not
coin
into
should
that.
Be,
Cheese
A
coin?
cheese coin?
Yeah.
I mean, what's that to Stanley Nichols?
Now, can you
Exactly.
Can you enlighten us on the dark web?
I couldn't. I've never gone down that path either.
That's a lie.
No, I have not.
I don't know. I don't believe you.
You can believe what you want, but that's absolutely the truth.
All right. Well, as long as we're talking about
I have a
criminals,
family, so yeah, I'm not gonna go down those paths.
as long as we're talking about criminals, I lined us up a little something for this week, and I don't know how this is going to go at all. But I lined up an interview with the cellmate of the pharmacist. What the heck was his name?
Steve Brandenburg.
Steve Brandenburg.
How did you manage this?
Just you never mind. I've got connections in low places.
Dark web.
He's been to prison a few times.
Yeah.
We call
yeah.
him Prison Jeff behind his back.
You ever served time in a Turkish prison? That's from Fletch. So I have no idea. I'm supposed to call what is it? Ozaki County. The Grafton jail is in Ozaki County. I'm gonna call this guy. I'm hoping this is going to go okay. And here goes.
We're 3 minutes late here. We had them lined up for a 10.
Yeah,
So,
it was supposed to be
yeah.
at 10 o'clock.
He doesn't get a lot of phone time.
Hello, this is Jeff Bruss calling for.
This is a prepaid call. An inmate at the County
Je-
Correctional Facility. All phone calls are subject to recording and monitoring. To decline this call, press 9 now, and to accept this call, press 1 now.
Press 1? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Your call has been accepted.
Hello, Mike.
Yep, this is Mike.
Mike Rochburn. This is Jeff Bruss. I had sent you a note asking if you'd be up for an interview.
Yep.
Okay, hold on one sec. I want to get you on a microphone here. Thanks for talking to us today. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. So I want to just give a little bit of background for our audience here. You were the cellmate of Steve Brandenburg, who's the pharmacist who got in trouble for throwing away the COVID vaccines.
Yeah, well, actually, we're still together. It's been a couple weeks now. We've been together so long that we finish each other's sentences. That's a prison joke, and I'm not allowed to make those. I just the guard over there just kind of gave me a look.
You're getting shots later, huh?
Okay, well, where are you? Like, okay, I've never been in prison, obviously. Like, are you in like a room with others, or?
I'm in a cell with Crazy Steve It's just the two of us in there. We're in a wing with a bunch of other guys.
Well, tell us a little bit about Steve and your time in that cell with him.
Well, he bounces a lot of conspiracy theories off me. Some of them are quite wild.
Like the Earth being flat type of thing?
Yeah, he's got one where Tim Allen and Michelle Obama are actually the same person. And he's got another one where the state of Illinois doesn't really exist, which is actually one I can get behind.
We wish
Yeah,
it didn't,
no kidding.
right? So he's comes into the. So you've been with him for a couple weeks. Is that what you said? What were you?
Yeah.
Were you alone before that, or were you someone else? And then all of a sudden, this wacko guy comes in.
Yeah, no, I was with somebody else, and the population shifts around a bit, so I don't know how long I'll be with Steve.
Sure.
No, you keep saying with Steve in like a weird connotation. Like you just mean in the same cell, or are you two dating?
Yeah.
Or
Oh heavens, no, the same cell.
okay,
All right.
understood.
All right.
What are you in for?
Well, I'm actually in for bribery, which coincidentally is also how I plan to get out.
Smart.
That is funny. What I guess like again, I've never been in prison. Is it like are you in a cell all day, or are you allowed to get out and like go shoot hoops? Or I guess it's winter, so you wouldn't get out in the yard. I know they call it the yard, right?
Yeah, prison isn't terrible. It has its pros and its cons. Actually, a lot of cons. I got the look again. But no, we can play games and watch TV all day, that's actually stuff I used to get reprimanded for at work.
Right. What was it? So you said you're in for bribery. Are you from that Grafton area? And guess can you elaborate on your bribery charges, or would you?
I would rather not until my next hearing.
Well, that makes sense.
Yep.
I guess so Steve, going back to Steve, your cellmate. This is
Yep.
We were supposed to call you Prison Mike. Is that we prefer that over Mike Rochburns?
Please, yeah.
All right. I guess I know why. Well, Prison Mike, like when Steve got in,
Yeah.
like, did you know what he had done, or how did this all come out? You knew?
Yeah, well, there was a little bit of hype around him, and he didn't waste any time. He got in and right away started talking about his flat Earth ideas, and I made the mistake of getting into a debate with him the first time, and we got into a kind of heated argument where he stormed off, saying that he'd walk to the edge of the earth to prove me wrong. It's the earth. He'll come around eventually,
Yes, he will.
I like my earth like I like my women, with big old curves.
Oh, wow.
Did you get the look again there for that one, Prison
think
Mike?
he did. I gave him the look.
Actually, he kind of winked at me.
Does Steve get like letters from his family, or does he talk about his family at all, or?
I know he has one, but I think he, kind of. That's one part that he actually does keep to himself.
He doesn't talk much about his family.
Interesting.
Well, I know we're only allowed 5 minutes with you, and I'm surprised. I think this phone call was going to end without notice. So just what's the food like in prison? I've always wanted to know.
Well, the food is not great. It's usually grub, slop, gruel, or some combination. I've listened to some of your episodes, and I will say that Karen lady would probably have a field day with our dining experience.
Yeah, that would be great. A Karen review from the Ozaki County Prison. So what are your plans when you get out, Mike?
Well, I'm probably, I think I'm going to work as a bartender. Well, number one, I'm going to need a stiff drink when I get out of here. And two, well, now I've got a lot of experience in here being behind bars.
Oh, wow. How do we get all these people who are just full of puns? I like this. Well, Prison Mike, good luck with the rest of your sentence. I know you have plans on getting out somehow. If anything else should come up interesting with Steve, maybe reach out to us and let us know.
Okay, my time's up, fellas. I got to go.
Yeah, hey, you have a great day. I just told the guy in prison to have a great day.
Well, I mean, you make the best of what the hand that you're dealt, you know.
Wow. Okay. Well, we keep getting interviews that I know that no other news team has been able to come up with. That's for sure. Nobody else has gotten the guy with the snowmobile on his roof, the second cheese dude, and now the
Cellmate of
the roomie of the crazy COVID vaccine guy. Wow. Okay. Well, as long as we're just going to move on from that. So I was watching. I don't remember where I saw it. I think I was scrolling through something, and there was like a 10-second clip of those massive new on and off ramps that they build. Did you guys see that truck go flying over the side?
I just saw it landing. That's all I saw. I didn't see the whole thing.
I didn't know there was a video with it.
Oh yeah, there's a video.
Really?
And it shows the truck like. You can see there's like a snowbank wedged up against the side of it. It smashes the snowbank and goes flying over the side. And I'm going to say, like, when I come off that coming from 29 West going to 5139 North, there's a massive one in Wausau, and my fear is I'm always going to go over the side of it. And now it's confirmed.
Yeah, that thing's pretty scary, though. I mean,
So was it the snow that like let him go up and over the guardrail? Is that what happened?
I don't know if it was slippery and then he just like...
The driver lost control of his truck, traveled up a snowbank, went over the barrier, and plunged 70 feet down onto
Holy crap.
westbound I-94.
That's 7 stories. Think about that.
Yeah, I think in the video, to me, it was a really, it's like a real grainy video, but it looked like he actually landed on his wheels. Like
And he's okay.
He was fine.
He didn't die.
Yeah, he landed.
2 other
right
people were helping the driver, who was conscious and breathing and did not show any signs of impairment.
What?
Just lost her.
Huh.
Well, he lost her in the snow. Since it is snow season, what is beer snow?
Well, according to this article on beer snow, these folks took they boiled some brats, which we've been talking about a lot lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've also been talking about utilizing the leftover juices and beer that were in there, but they did it in a little bit different way.
Okay.
They actually took that leftover hot beer and put it in an air cannon and shot it into the air in these sub-zero temperatures, turning it into snow. So it's beer snow.
Oh, beer snow.
It's brilliant, really.
That we didn't think of that.
Yeah. Have you guys ever done that with just hot water?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
quite fun.
yeah, on those
Why
really
has no
cold
one done
days
this
like
with beer?
this.
I don't know.
we should try it.
We should.
We should make a beer mountain ski resort.
Beer Mountain Ski Resort. I like that idea a lot, actually. Beer Mountain Ski Resort. How many? There aren't that many ski resorts even left in Wisconsin because there's no snow anymore.
What?
There used to be was it Lutsen Mountain down in the south?
What do we have now? Rib Mountain.
Rib Mountain's the only one I can think of. I think there was a.
that's
well,
not
Ski
even-
Brule. That's in Michigan, right?
Is that right on the
is that
border?
right on the border?
Michigan, yeah.
Cascade Mountain.
Cascade, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
So there's got to only be 2 or 3 left in Wisconsin.
There was one by us growing up that was called Trollhagen, which was over by Osceola.
I like that name.
Yeah, I do too. Mm-hmm. Was there a bridge there?
No.
Oh,
Osceola
Yeah.
has come up 2 weeks in a row now. Is Karen here? I don't think she is yet. Because I have something coming in from Osceola.
stay tuned.
That's right. We'll get to that when Karen comes down. Karen is the one who set us straight about pot being legal in Michigan.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, Governor Evers is talking about
ready.
legalizing marijuana in Wisconsin. But I think didn't they say that the Republicans were planning on
Well, he was just going to slip it into the next year's budget.
Yeah,
And
just slide it right on in
Yeah,
there.
and I think the Republicans are saying, no, this needs to go before the
well,
House
by
or the
by
legislature.
sliding it into the budget as like an
Just
income,
like putting it in like it's
like
already
an
a thing.
income like an income line item to say
yeah.
like tax money from
Some- yeah.
legal marijuana.
Yep.
I think that's a smart way to do it. She's like, oh, nobody's gonna know. How are they gonna know? They're never gonna know. I'm curious, what would the tax revenue be off of legalized marijuana? Like, did he happen to? Does it say what he put in as the line item?
I should see if I can find. They did say where it. The governor's office estimated that legalization would raise more than $165 million a year in revenue. And he explained that he'd like to see nearly half of that number, $80 million, be set aside for new community reinvestment.
So say that again. 160 million
$165 million a year.
in tax revenue from pot.
Yep. Another $34 million to go towards supporting small rural school districts.
So will you give me the breakdown one more time? 65 million for small rural school districts.
165 million total. 80 million, half of that, to set aside for community reinvestment.
What does that mean?
It's a new thing, a new fund that he wants to, I don't know, build up cities
build
and inner cities
communities.
and build communities, make them better. And then 34 million toward small school districts.
Odd that he'd earmarked the pot money for small school districts.
What about the
honestly
rest?
though? Isn't it why? And only small ones. Huh? Because they don't have funds from anywhere else. I don't know.
Well, if you send
Interesting.
the money to the right place, I think you get support from the right people. You know, maybe the Republicans could get behind it if the money's going to the schools. I don't know.
Interesting.
In my opinion, if it raises 160 million, why not? People are smoking it anyway. So why not just make it legal and get the 160 million?
A Marquette University study found that 6 out of 10 Wisconsinites would support legalizing marijuana for recreational purposes, while a full 83% support medical marijuana.
Okay, so there's
Interesting.
four of us here. Would you support the recreational use of marijuana if we don't mind going around the table and you're okay with saying yes or no?
Karen says yes.
Oh, now we have 5. Okay, so
Proves our point from last
Karen
time.
says yes.
Yeah.
What do you say, Andy? Or you can abstain. I'm not going to force you to.
I would support it.
Okay, Eric.
I would.
I think I'm with Andy on the hesitant, just kind of haven't thought about it much, but probably would.
Yeah,
I'm glad that other states are trying it out
Yeah.
first.
I'm all
just
for
to-
it. Like I said, they're smoking it anyway. Let's get the revenue from it.
Yeah. Then we'll close that drug gate between Wisconsin and Illinois that we talked about.
Well, since Karen's here waiting for us, and we were talking about Osceola,
Yep.
can we do our Karen review?
For sure we can.
Come on over, Karen.
Osceola Lanes, which is the local bowling alley in Osceola,
that
4.5 stars.
sounds
Again,
fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like you're going to have some cool shoes sprayed down before you put them on. 245 reviews, 4.5 stars. Take it away, my friend.
This is the worst place I've ever encountered in my entire life. Skimpy drinks, judgmental people, treacherous food, and you might get assaulted by someone who works and comes here. Beware.
Wow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Them's fighting words.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I mean, worst place I've ever
Ever.
encountered.
Well, I guess if I owned the place, what's that last sentence? That's just like a crappy thing to say.
You
Yeah,
might
it
get
is.
assaulted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might get assaulted by either someone who comes here, and I'm not going to tell you who. So that basically anybody who bowls
Right.
could assault you.
Which is like 5th grade birthday parties.
Anybody who bowls could be there to assault you,
Yeah.
or anybody who works there
Yeah.
might be there to assault you.
You might.
That's very offensive.
And then the beware is in all caps.
It sounds like this person's up to something.
I don't know. It's just, again, it's like, if I owned this business, I would read this and I'd be just like, what?
This is
the
very,
heck?
very Karen-esque because it's so judgmental.
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean,
Well, and
what
the
would
food-
make you think
The food
someone's
is
gonna
treacherous.
assault you?
That's
Yeah.
I've never heard food described in that way. Like it's
treacherous, like a bad road.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's scary.
I was eating the pizza and it burned my lip. That's treacherous. Is that what
It's
they
like a
mean?
life-threatening storm
yeah,
type of food.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
You tip over the nacho cheese and it's really slippery. I don't understand
Yeah,
treacherous.
there's
use.
there's harm coming with this food.
Something is about to go awry. Oh, wow. Since we're talking about bowling, there was Wisconsin. I saw some statistic that like some Wisconsin counties saw record tourism during COVID.
Yeah, I think it's all the northern,
Where
all,
we live.
all the northern
Yeah.
counties.
Of
yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Vilas and Oneida County. Now, I don't know if I had talked about this a while back, not on the podcast, but is it necessarily tourism or just the fact that the people who have places up here, which are typically seasonal, were just looking to get out of Dodge and came up?
I think both. I think people thought they were going to outrun COVID.
Well, they did.
Well, I mean, for a few months until it caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this specific article is from Bayfield County, and they said that they've had their best year ever. They had 7 record-setting months last year, and they just said because of all the people coming here and spending their time getting away from it all. She said more than 30% of the area's tourists this year were first-time visitors.
Yeah.
Wow. Don't travel unless you're going to Bayfield. Or
Well,
Eagle
traveling
River.
somehow seems better when you're not going to crowded stadiums, but instead you're going to the woods.
Well, wasn't there several people who remarked that like some of these destinations were as busy as they've ever been, like Yellowstone,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and the bigger tourist areas.
We just did a short trip this fall up to some of the falls up in the Porcupine Mountains.
Yep,
We do that every year.
We did a lot of falls this summer.
And it was packed.
Went down
I mean,
to
it was.
we went down to the Great Smokies in the fall, and it was you wouldn't know that there was anything going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said it wasn't as busy.
No, it
It was as busy as I've ever seen it.
Yeah, well, whatever. I guess I'm not horribly surprised.
No.
Just a real quick shout out to Jolly Good.
Hey,
Hey there, Jolly Good.
Jolly Good soda. Eric's favorite flavor, cream soda, I think, right?
I don't know if I have a favorite.
Do we
Just
have some
love
of
them
that?
all.
Maybe.
Do we still have some of that?
Oh,
here?
really?
I
I'd
think
say
it's
sour
gone.
power.
We're
Cream soda's good.
gonna get more. Why? Do you have a plan for?
Well,
your
I
Jolly
was
Good?
just gonna
Just
go
kinda
get one
want
if it
one,
was.
You're gonna crack one open.
I was gonna crack one open.
I have to try their little diet flavors yet. I haven't yet. I try to stay away from the sugar because it's just because. But so anyway, you can get Jolly Good at
well, you can get that at Sendik's, Triggs Piggly Wiggly, Woodman's.
Triggs Piggly Wiggly. Is
Triggs
that one?
and Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, those are two separate places.
Woodman's and Quality Foods. Or
At jollygoodsoda.com. Wow. Jolly Good. It's Jolly Good.
Is that their official slogan?
I just made it.
Okay, all right. They might want to take that.
I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to take any of that. I think the price was right. Charles Woodson is going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Will he be a Raider or a Packer? Has he declared yet?
it's got to be a Packer.
7 years in both places, I believe I read.
Yeah, but Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
I get it. But, was he at 7 years in both places? Is that accurate? And did he go back to the Raiders?
He did go back
to
to
the
the
Raiders.
Raiders.
Which
to
is
the
pretty
Raiders,
cool,
right?
actually, yeah.
That does it. So I'm wondering.
Big fan of Charles Woodson.
Yeah, I liked him too.
Yeah.
He was named to the NFL's All-Decade team for the 2000s and is the only player in NFL history with 50-plus interceptions and 20-plus sacks.
Well, franchise leader of Packers, 9 pick sixes.
He's the 10th Heisman Trophy winner to be named to the Hall of Fame, too.
Nice.
So
Surprised that number's not higher.
who are we going? Raiders or Packers?
So he was in the Raiders from 98 to 2005.
So that's
and then
7 years.
2013 to 2015.
Yeah,
And then
so long.
Packers from 06 to 12.
So longer with the
So
Raiders.
longer with the Raiders.
I have a.
In his prime
He's
with
got
us,
that
though.
ring.
You
Yeah.
can only be inducted with as a member of one team?
Yeah, because aren't you enshrined? Isn't your bronze thing have a team logo on it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, really?
Well, it's it's a bust of your face, but then I don't know. You go in under a team, which I don't understand why you go in under a team, but you do. I thought you declared the team you go in under.
I don't know that.
I'm pretty sure you declare the team. But I'm gonna bet he goes in as a Raider. Nobody's gonna take that bet.
I'm trying to look right now.
Yeah.
You don't.
My hunch would say that, too, just because of
Yeah.
the longevity there.
And he started there.
And
Like, don't you feel?
He started
like
there and went back there, which
And,
means he must have some
and the tuck
affinity
rule.
for it.
the tuck rule?
Yeah.
That him and Tom Brady are
Tom
the reason
Brady,
the tuck
yep.
rule happened.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
I
That
don't
was-
know. I mean, obviously, I want him to be in as a Green Bay Packer because we're in Wisconsin. That's just what we.
Did anyone
have
look
to
up to see if you have to declare a team you go in under? That's what I was most curious about. But since we're talking about the Packers, so out of nowhere, Aaron Rodgers announces he's engaged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been of the opinion, and Andy, I know you don't like this opinion because I voiced it the other day, that he sucks when he's in a relationship.
Yeah,
And
I
this
think that's a
explains
load of.
bullshit. When he's in a relationship, he's awful, and that explains our NFC championship playoff loss.
He was in a relationship all year, and he's the MVP.
How does it? That doesn't explain Jack.
No.
Did he?
I
make,
need something to blame.
Wait.
What, is he dating Kevin
Did he
King?
make Kevin
Because-
King
yeah.
suck? Did he make Kevin King and Mike Pettin suck?
I
No.
need
Did he call man coverage on a fourth
Yeah,
and whatever?
Yeah. something to
exactly.
blame. And it's
Blame Kevin King.
anytime Aaron Rodgers is in a relationship, we suck. And now we're screwed. He's engaged.
Well, yeah, that was my argument, is that he's always been dating. So it's been, who knows, but now he's engaged. Now there's some permanency to it. Now he doesn't have to look for women. He's got one, and it's going to be smooth sailing
You
from
think he
here
was
on
out
out.
carousing just looking for him?
I don't know.
This is an oddball. Like, how did he find her?
I just don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't know how all those celebrities and famous people find each other. It's got to be like a celebrity Tinder or something.
Well, there is a celebrity Tinder.
There you go.
There
Made
is.
that up, I thought.
No. There is one. Wasn't like Sharon Stone or somebody famous for getting on it like a few months back?
How does one sign up and qualify for celebrity Tinder?
You don't qualify yet.
Well, I know
We
I-
need several
yeah.
thousand more listeners, and then maybe.
You need to be verified on Twitter, probably, or something like that.
Nobody's gonna look this up.
I'm trying.
You do declare one team for your Hall of
It's
Fame.
called
by the way.
You do.
Yes.
Rhea.
Yeah,
Inside
it's
the elite celebrity dating app for the rich.
Raya. How do you spell that?
RAYA.
So it's just for rich people.
Maybe you have to give your tax returns or something to show how much you're making.
Richpeoplemeet.com.
What was no
Celebrities
actually,
only.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Celebrities
Didn't
only.
say our dating ideas. I forgot about.
We signed up my friend for farmersonly.com once. That was
Yeah?
fun.
Did you get anything out of it?
Yeah, he started realizing
Had a wife.
he was on there when he got a couple matches.
He started realizing he
he
wasn't
had a
a farmer?
fiance already. Oh! We just thought it was funny. We just like set up his profile like total just farmer.
It's even funnier that he already had a fiance.
Yeah.
At least to us. So you do declare one team.
Yep.
Is there any reasoning behind that, or just says you declare a team?
It's it just says something about you just represent a team.
Is it on the plaque, or doesn't?
I'm not seeing anything about why.
Well, I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna put $5 down on Raiders.
I'd agree with you.
Can you bet that? We got to ask our internal betting source, Brian, no last name, if you can wager on what team they're going in with.
That's interesting.
I'm putting 5 on Raiders.
I think you're right. I just don't want you to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
My heart really is pulling for the Packers here.
The betting lines in Vegas already have the Packers at the second number 2 spot for the
Now
Super Bowl
you
next
wanna
year.
Do they know he's engaged? Because that's going to change.
I think that moved it up.
Oh,
From
did
number.
it?
No, I don't
He's
know.
settling down. He's settling down.
Yep.
The Koss headphones, which are a Wisconsin company, something happened on Reddit. Like what?
Oh yeah, that's
Here's
the,
another thing I don't understand.
that's the,
Reddit?
He doesn't understand.
Yeah, all
Reddit.
of us.
Okay, well Eric can explain Reddit because he's a Reddit. He's on Reddit regularly.
Okay, you're the wealth of all
So
knowledge
what do
today.
we need to know?
What happened with this whole thing?
I don't know about this.
Well, this is the
I-
stock market thing that AMC and GameStop.
Oh, Koss
and,
was part of
yes,
that?
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't
How
know
did
that
Koss
either.
get pulled into that?
I don't know if they were just looking for stocks that were being shorted. Koss is, I don't think, doing well, and
So it was being shorted,
Yeah.
so they'd all put a buy on Koss.
mhm.
And then it artificially drives the price up.
I think what it say like their stocks went from like $3 and some odd cents to over like $64, like real quick.
So, well, I mean, the bad news. The family behind Koss and some of the company's top executives, they got about $45 million in the surge from
damn.
that stock last week.
And then did they sell? Is Koss still like family owned?
Yeah.
I think they are still family owned, and I don't think they have anything to do with Wisconsin anymore.
Oh, really? I thought they were still in Racine.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin-based business is still run by the Koss family,
But I
which
don't-
owns 74%.
I don't think
of the
I don't think
company's
anything
shares.
is the company still in Wisconsin. I thought they
It's
were all the way out.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin-based
Okay.
business.
Yeah, headquarters Milwaukee. Yeah, right on here. And
Okay.
I thought they were
On
in
the
Racine
Googles.
for some reason.
But their market value jumped from $26.3 million to nearly $460 million.
So isn't that just like an artificial increase? Because eventually, like everybody would just sell out and it falls back to $4.
I would imagine that
Yeah.
because it's not really worth that.
Yeah. That was
Artificial.
weird that Reddit can move the entire stock market.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in that thread, Eric?
once or twice, that Wall Street bets. Yeah, I don't.
Is it on the dark web and do you need bitcoins?
No, it's not in the dark web.
Okay.
It's in the dark
I'm not even
red.
gonna try and understand, say I understand any of that because I don't really follow Wall Street stuff. So
I jumped on it
it's
for a day.
interesting stuff.
Did
though.
you?
Just to poke
Well,
and see.
it was after GameStop was skyrocketing, and the other one they were talking about was AMC, and that was still affordable. So I bought 40 shares of AMC.
Did you really?
I kept it for a day because I figured this was going to come crashing
tiny
down.
brain
I kept
can't
it for a
handle these
day.
things.
It went up $1 a share, so I made $40, and I sold it.
He's gonna buy us some Jolly Good.
Yes,
So I played in the stock market one time. I bought
that's $40 I didn't have before.
like 20 years ago. I bought Sirius satellite radio stock.
Really?
And the reason I bought it is I was a huge Howard Stern fan at the time.
That doesn't surprise me.
And he was talking about, I bought it when he was still on terrestrial radio, and he was going to Sirius, so I bought their stock. It was like $2 a share.
Yeah.
And I bought their stock, and I owned a fair amount of it because it was really inexpensive. Like, let's say I owned like 1,000 shares. When XM bought Sirius, my stock just went away. And to this day, I have not figured out how my shares.
Well, it should
just-
be absorbed into X, whatever
It wasn't. It's like
there should have been
you
some sort of
got
split or
screwed.
something.
Yeah.
I don't
No, there's-
understand to this
it's
day.
somewhere. It's
Because I
somewhere.
just had an Ameritrade account, and it just moved the value of my Sirius stock to zero.
You should look at the Wisconsin unclaimed property and see if you have anything missing there. Because if it disappeared and there was still money, it went to the government somehow.
Do you have like hope? It's like a tiny little shred of hope that someday it's just gonna appear and you're gonna like have this massive amount of money.
I mean, I would have been
Okay,
like,
when
in
we get
good
off this
shape.
podcast, we're gonna go find what happened to it, and we'll split it 4 ways. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think so. I think. Well, I mean, now they shake his head 3-way.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
all right, he's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
He doesn't want it.
So costs, they started the week at $3.65 a share.
That's what it was. Yeah.
By the end of the week, it was up to $127 a share. And now it's down to $20 a share. So,
So it's still-
during that peak, the company's value jumped from $26 million to $460 million. With that, thanks,
family,
Reddit.
The family should have just cashed out and like wiped their hands. But thank you.
Yep.
Wow.
What are we at for time?
We are 37 minutes deep on this.
Yeah, I think maybe we call it a day.
I feel good about it.
Okay.
We never did come up with a new sign off.
Oh, well, this is going to take a little extra time, but it might be worth it. So Eric wasn't here when we were talking about making our sign-offs, and one of the things I was thinking of was the Midwest goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
And so I wanted to get Eric going on that because he has some very strong opinions about the Midwest goodbye, where people say goodbye, but they don't really say goodbye, and they,
hang
I
around
feel like
for
this is
5
the
minutes.
Eric episode. He's really taken.
Oh man,
hold of
don't
this
even
one.
get me started on those either.
Why?
Because my wife's family is the epitome of a Midwest goodbye.
How long does a goodbye take at your place?
So like when we visit with her family during the summer, it can range anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. And I have been there.
Give me
I've
that
been
in
packing
beers.
everything up, and it's over 2 hours.
They're
Really?
still saying goodbye.
Saying goodbye, doing her things. Rachel talks to her mom daily or every other day.
So these are the 9 stages of a true Midwestern goodbye. Stage 1, the whelp. Welp.
I should be going.
Yeah.
Welp. Very good. Yeah. Step 2, the hugs. Step 3, the walk to the door. Step 4, the doorway chat.
Mm-hmm.
Step 5, we should really get going now. Step 6, the second round of hugs. Step 7 is the hand on the doorknob. Step 8 is the slow open conversation.
Where's the,
Step 9 is the window wave.
And
the window wave is huge.
my mom
Oh
does
my
that.
god.
And my mom does that. Step 10 is like you hustling your ass to your car because you wanted to leave a half hour earlier than that.
I think there needs to be up higher, like in step 3 or 4. There needs to be. Well, I think I could have one more.
Yes,
That's always part of
I
it.
do one more. I got to go back to something Eric said. Nobody else caught it. He said, "Well, in the summer, it can take 30 minutes to 2 hours. Is the winter goodbye shorter because it's cold?"
Well, because we live pretty far from Rachel's family. They live in Milwaukee, so we're on opposite ends of the state. So she's on the phone, so it's different. So on the phone, it's
There's Midwest goodbyes on the phone
on the
too?
phone, yes. And on average, I've figured this out over many years.
He's got notebooks.
It's 5 goodbyes on a phone call with Rachel and her mom.
Mm. See,
Well, mom, I gotta go, and then they start talking about something else. A few minutes later, and then I usually, if I'm there, I usually
well,
do
I
this.
feel like this is turning into a
Yeah.
Midwestern
Yeah.
goodbye.
It
one,
is.
one more thing though. I feel like there is 2 versions of a Midwestern goodbye because my family is very well known for pulling a roadie, which is my mom's maiden name, and it's something that we've talked about at the bar.
I
and
now have your password to all your bank accounts.
have fun with that $3. Well, and we've talked about this at a bar, and the consensus was that a lot of families have names for this, or they use their own family name. But my whole family is very known for just walking out and not saying goodbye to anybody
For this
when we want to
reason,
leave.
though. For this reason.
Like we could be at a bar and all of a sudden be like, "Oh, where's Tom and Sherry?" My parents, and everyone's like, "I don't know, they pulled a roadie," and they're just gone. And my whole family is very known for that.
The opposite of a
I
Midwest
actually
Yeah.
like that though.
Yeah.
Well, I do it too. It's just like if I want to go, I want to leave. I don't want to spend the hour of a Midwestern goodbye.
You know how I do it? I just don't go at all.
Very social.
Yep, that's my favorite exit.
All
Well, goodbye.
Yep. See you later.
Well, we should really get going now.
Well, hold on.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.